In this video, I'm going to show you how you can put your listing, your new listing, on Pinterest to have somewhat of a landing page or a property page that will last longer than the MLS. Because we know that with the MLS, once a home is either under contract or sold, the MLS removes that property from the page. So you basically have no portfolio of your image, and you have no way of people actually seeing the homes that you sold or the kind of marketing that you've done with past listings. So this method is a good practice because not only do you build your portfolio, but you also create an opportunity for people to repin your image and get more links back to your site. Because with this method, you can either point each image individually back to your listing page, or after the listing is gone, you can have it point back to your website. And I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Okay, so I have two tabs open. I have Pinterest and I have the MLS. In this case, we have realestate.com open. And I'm just going to go ahead and paste the address in here of the home that I want to put online. Now, this home has already been listed for a couple weeks now, and so I'm going to see if it's still online so we can leverage it. And it looks like no properties are found, so I'm just going to go ahead and go to Google and find it. And I know that this is a Keller Williams listing, so I'm just going to go ahead and click on the Keller Williams site, and I will get the MLS number. Here it is. So I'm going to go back here to utahrealestate.com or to my real estate site, and then type in the MLS number and see if I can find it that way. Okay, great. So we have it here, and this is the property information that I want to basically transfer over to Pinterest. So I'm going to go back to Pinterest here, and I'm going to go ahead and create a board. Now this board, I'm not going to put necessarily the address per se, but let me see here if I can pull that up here again. Okay, but I will do, and this one is located in Kaysville. So I'm going to do this. You want to make these titles somewhat searchable. So I'll do new listing, new home listing, Kaysville, Utah, and then the property address. Okay, and we're not going to keep it in secret. We're just going to go ahead and create that board. Okay, and now I'm going to create my pin. So now that I have my new board made, I'm just going to go ahead and go to create pin, and I will go ahead and do drag and drop or click a file. So I'll go ahead and click the file. Now I have my images here, and beforehand, and let me just backtrack here. Beforehand, I went through all of my images and just picked the very best ones that I wanted to showcase for this property, the ones that I wanted to last beyond the listing. And so I went through and I marked them. On the Mac, you can mark them with a label. I'm not 100% sure on what you can do with the Windows, but you can just separate them into a separate folder if that's easier for you. But the downside with Pinterest is that you can only do one photo at a time. So I'm just going to go ahead and then import my photo here. I'm going to add a title, and this one is aerial back. And then I can do more about this pin. But here's the biggest feature that I want you to take away from this is that you can have this point back to either your listing, your MLS listing, or your website. Now I would highly encourage your website, just because it will perpetually create traffic for your website. The more homes and the more photos you put on Pinterest, the more things you contribute to Pinterest, the more likely you're going to have people repinning and having more social signals back to your website. And then for this one, I'm going to go ahead and just choose the board, and that board is going to go to the new home in Kaysville. So again, I type in my website, and then I select the board that I want it to go to, and I'm going to put maybe a brief description here, and using hashtags too. So we can do something to the effect of drone image of the home allows you to see the backside in a more complete and level view. Okay, something to that effect. Okay, and then we can do real estate, Utah real estate, Utah real estate photography, realtor, Kaysville homes, Utah homes, homes for sale in Utah. So just basically, however many hashtags you can think of, you can do that. And so I'm going to show you something here too. So aerial back, and then we can do maybe backyard, aerial backyard, and then save it. Okay, so here's what it's going to look like. I'm not going to promote this. And you'll get this notification if you're a business on Pinterest. And so if you're just using a personal Pinterest account, you won't see this. It'll go straight to the pin. So we have that here. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on this. And now you can see I can go back to my website here. It points back to me. Okay. Also, these hashtags. So let's see what other hashtags there are in Pinterest. So we have Kaysville Homes. We're the only one on Pinterest with Kaysville Homes. Utah Homes. Okay. We can see that other people are using that hashtag. Okay. And it looks like they're more advertising, stylish butler pantry. You see this one's nice. They're using hashtags very well. Same thing here. This was 2 weeks ago. Let's see what else here. We have Utah real estate photography. Let's do Utah homes for sale in Utah. Let's see that. Okay. So we see that people are using this. And it looks like this person's like repurposing their pin multiple times. Either that or it has been repinned. Yeah, so homes decor, homes decoration, decorating bathrooms. Looks like they might have repinned this through Pinterest. So whoever this person 5 years ago posted this is now getting perpetual traffic to their site. So I'm going to go ahead and just do a couple more pins so you can see that process one more time. So I'm going to go back to the board and I will add a pin here. So we can just hover over this and you'll see board actions. We can create a pin for the board. And I'm going to go through and do it again. So here's another one. So we do aerial backyard. And then also what I could do is, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go back to this and copy whatever I had here. Here it is, edit pin. So if you do have it pointing back to your website or to your MLS listing, you can also update the link to have it point back to your website. Okay. If you're using like a landing page like ClickFunnels or anything like that, you can also have it point to that site so that way people can basically jump to your ClickFunnels and opt in for whatever you have. Okay. So I just copied that. I'm going to go back to here and I'm just going to paste it again. Just reuse it. And I'm going to do a different one. I'm going to do maybe, well, I like the master. Actually, you know what? This right here. Because the thing is about images on the MLS, bathroom, pocket doors. You can't necessarily like describe each photo, but here in Pinterest you can, which is amazing. One of the reasons why I encourage realtors to use Pinterest. So right here, okay, so I just put a small description there. Make sure that the hashtags make sense. And we'll do one more. Right here. This is a good one. So right here, I'm adding more hashtags that relates to the image. This allows you to get a little bit more exposure and just make sure that whenever you're creating your hashtags that there aren't any spaces for that entire hashtag. And so right here will be like, you can just, express some opinions too. Like this, I love how the lower half, the bottom half, something to that effect, right? You don't have to use my verbiage exactly. Just I'm just pointing out some opinions, accentuating some characteristics of the home. And then we can do that. So we do save image. And now, one image at a time, we're adding to our landing page, or basically our property page. And so you do this with 20, 30, 40 images, and you're going to have a nice solid capture for people to go to with their hashtags, search for new home listing or new listing, new Utah home, and then a description here. So the description, so let me show you how I got there. So I'm just going to go ahead and save this. After the board's created, or even in the process of creating your board, at any point you can click this pencil icon whenever you're inside the board to add to the description. So in this description, I'm just going to go ahead and use whatever they have here. Copy. In the description. Okay, so I'm just going to do this. Perfect condition, no backyard neighbors. So I'm just going to copy that, put it here. Okay, no more than 500 characters. So we just want to just nitpick at this a little bit and just make it, condense it a little bit more. So we have new furnace, home has been well cared for, 5 bedrooms. Okay, so we can maybe change that to 5, 1 full bath, 3 quarter bath. So 3, 2 3/4 baths. Okay, so let's do actually we probably just want to keep that there, in a half bath. Square feet figures are provided. Okay, so this part we can take out. There we go. So what kind of board is this? Let's see, we can do architecture. I wonder if they have real estate, photography. So in this case, we'll just do architecture. And then the cover, we can choose an image. I kind of like this image, so we'll just keep that. And then collaborators, we don't need. And that should be it. So, oh yeah, in this we can also add some hashtags. Let's see here, 2-story home. So this one right here, we'll add a hashtag. So remove the spaces. Formal living room, new gas fireplace, walkout basement, home has been well cared for. Okay, and then maybe we can put Antelope Island, because that's where it's close. Yep, Antelope, and yep, okay. Actually, we can leverage that. Here, boom. Remove that space, add that, and then remove the exclamation mark. Okay, so then we'll do save. Okay, and now we have that. Okay, so now you have a property page on Pinterest that you can share however you want, wherever you want, and it'll last as long as Pinterest lasts, as long as your account lasts, or as long as Pinterest will allow this property to last. Okay, so a way that you can share it is you click this share icon here, you go to copy link, and it's going to automatically highlight this link. You need to just copy this, and I'm going to open an incognito window and paste that link here. And as you can see, we have our landing page here. So this, you can share it wherever. And another thing that you can do, this is a pro tip, is you can go to bit.ly and you can create your own shortened link. Okay, you'll create your account. You'll go to create bit link, paste the URL, create, and now you have a trackable link. And you can see if people are clicking on it, see if it's getting traffic. And so I hope this video helped you out on creating your own property page through Pinterest, 100% free, and possibly increase the longevity of your listing online, and also help you build your portfolio, help you showcase your real estate photography that you've taken, showcase to prospects and other sellers what kind of marketing you do or you would be doing for them. And this is all around just a powerful move that not very many realtors are leveraging, and it can have a tremendous impact on your career.